Hello everybody and welcome back to Lady Fire's Kitchen, and today I have a treat for you. Shrimp Lobster Bisque. It is absolutely delicious and I'm going to be making it right now. So come on, follow me. We already have this on medium, well, medium low actually. So what we're going to do is we are going to have at least 2 tablespoons of extra virgin oil with garlic. If you don't have it, just use regular garlic, but this has so much flavor. But you know what I did with this? I originally bought it, used most of it, but I have some extra virgin olive oil, and I just chopped up some garlic and threw it in, so it would make it last longer. And I have a brand new bottle, so I paid $10. So I already took $10 plus. I did it again, and so I'll keep using it so that I can say that it's garlic. But I made this one up basically. Let's throw this in. About 2. That's about it. And make sure that it covers the bottom part of it, because I am going to throw in. Yeah, it does. It covers the whole thing. So we are going to be putting in half of this because I did 2 onions yesterday. So a lot of this, you will see that I have leftovers. Don't worry about this because I'm going to use it later again. So I'm going to use just half. That's enough. And we're just going to let it cook for a little bit. Let's move it around. And what we're making right now is our broth. So if you see that the chunks are big, it's okay because we are just going to extract the flavor of whatever I'm putting in here. And then we're just getting the liquid out. So what we're doing is the broth right now. We're just starting with that. So we're just gonna cook this for about a minute or so. And when you add the rest of your stuff, like if you're gonna add your celery and you're gonna add your carrots, you don't have to peel them and do all of that, because it's just gonna go in the broth. We're not gonna eat it out of that, okay? This one's I did because I just did all of it at the same time, but this portion, see, I didn't take the skins out. So I will save you some time. All right, guys, so we cooked it for about a minute or so. So what I'm going to add next, a whole can, and I'm gonna show you later the size of the can, but it's like a pound of tomatoes. Whole tomatoes. You can buy fresh tomatoes, cut them all up, maybe like 3 tomatoes and throw them in. But you know what, that's more expensive than using one of these jars. And you have to cut corners. Where do I cut? Where do I save? And this was my way to save partly. So after throwing that in, let me increase the heat so that it can boil, because I'm gonna add more stuff to this. So I'm also going to do half, no, this is a full cup actually, of it's tomato puree. I'm throwing that in as well, okay? Let's mix it. Okay. So I have like 4 chopped carrots go in. And I am going to add maybe just a cup of celery, because celery has wonderful flavor. Let's put it in there. That's enough. The wonderful thing about this recipe is that this ingredient, you use it in a regular basis. So most of the stuff you probably already have. If you made some soup and had carrots, they're your carrots. If you had celery, there they are. So one thing to save would be, oh, am I using carrots? Am I using celery? What can I use it with? So that you don't waste. You can make 2 meals with the same vegetables. That's a great tip, right? So here I have some fennel. I love the scent of fennel. It smells like licorice. I would not be surprised if they make licorice out of fennel, because it's exactly, that is the smell that I get from that. Has wonderful flavor. Let me add a little bit more. There you go. So we added that, and whole garlic. Wonderful garlic. Let's put it in there. Probably 6 to 8 of those. And we are just going to cook that for a little bit, and then we're going to add some extra broth to cover this and salt and pepper. Be right back. So we have it nice and bubbly. I increase the heat because I'm going to keep on adding elements to the broth, and this is the perfect element to add to a shrimp lobster bisque. I took all of the skins and I took all of the lobster, what do you call this? I'm not sure, the shell, even the heads. Boo! Anyhow, I did, to save money here, you know what I did? I went to my fish market, and I knew they had the little ones, the little lobster tails, for cheaper, and I saved myself 10 bucks right away. And then I bought the shrimp. They had it on sale, and I had like 1.5 pounds. And yeah, it did have the heads. All I had to do was cut the heads and clean it and save myself a whole bunch of money. There you go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add everything. I rinsed it though. I rinsed it, and now I'm gonna throw it in. All of it. And I have a lot because I'm gonna make this soup twice. So I have enough broth and enough of everything so that I can do a langostino and shrimp bisque. And all I have to do is buy it one time, and I'll have leftovers to make a different soup. That's how you do it, guys. I have vegetable stock, and unfortunately you're seeing where it's from. Or fortunately, I'm gonna give you a piece of advice. Get it from where it says. It's $1 something. Very inexpensive. They have them all and they're very inexpensive. Any broth, $1 something. You go to the grocery store, it's like $3. And if it's organic, forget about it. You don't want that. No organic, thank you. So we're gonna cover all of these goodies with this broth. So we're gonna cook this in medium low. We're gonna taste for salt and pepper, and we're gonna cover it, and we're gonna have it there for approximately 45 minutes to an hour. We're gonna come back, taste again for flavor, and then we'll go for round 2. See you later. Okay, this is round 2. We're doing the bisque right now. So we're going to add our extra virgin with garlic. Again, let me mix it really good. 2 tablespoons full. Same thing. Sort of starting over. Gotta put it a little more. All right. Immediately, so the garlic don't burn. Add something cold so it will stop. Lower that temperature. Okay, I lowered it because it was a bit hot, and I saw the garlic jumping out of the bottom, so I didn't want it to burn. So immediately I threw the onions, and that's what stops the garlic from burning. Has a little color, but it didn't burn. So we're going to cook this a little bit for at least a minute, and then we're going to add some ingredients. So we're going to add 3 cups of celery. If you notice, they're not exactly cut at the same size, because we're going to puree this. So they will cook. Then we're going to add our carrots, 3 cups as well. Give it a minute, and then we'll go for the next ingredient. Okay, so now we're going to add 1.5 cup of leeks. Try not to use the green part on this soup or bisque. I'm so sorry, or bisque, because the green part is a little bit more bitter, and this is a little bit sweeter. So try not to add too much of the green. And with that, I want also 3 cups of fennel. I'm gonna measure it like this, roughly. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so it is about the time for salt and pepper. I'm just gonna put half a teaspoon for now and check on it. Some pepper and 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And with that, I am also going to add 1 cup of tomato paste. Mix that up and we'll be right back. Okay, so guys, add 2 tablespoons, 1 tablespoon, 1 of each of tarragon and fresh thyme, and mix it all up. Oh, guys, I just wanted to show you the broth. This is it. And I wanted to remind you, this was the whole peel tomatoes that I used, 1 pound. So this is what I used. And we're going to put 2 whole Yukon potatoes in. And we're going to be adding some stock soon and some other ingredients. Okay guys, so I'm going to add 3 cups of the broth we already made. You know, I'm going to do it this way. I don't want to lose it. And with that, I'm going to add, actually this is a heavy whipping cream, half a cup. I'm going to add cream cherry, a 1/4 cup. Just going to show you what that is. And I'm going to add some cognac. It's supposed to be whatever you want. All right, 2 tablespoons around there. There you go. And continue to cook. All right, guys, this is where we're at. The vegetables are nice and soft, and we are ready to do our bisque. Let me put it this way. I'm gonna go slow because, ooh, there you go. And you're going to continue to do this until it's nice and smooth and you don't see pieces of the vegetables. Nice and smooth, okay? Okay guys, final step, I promise. Well, not really, because I need to plate. Okay, 2 tablespoons of butter, sweet butter. Put it in. And we are going to add to that 1/4 of shallots. Big one, big. There you go. You know what, I'm gonna add a little more. I love shallots. You can add more if you want to. That around. I have a few ingredients. Luckily, this is the easy part. Okay, 1 tablespoon of garlic. You can add cayenne pepper if you would like. I'm not going to because I put plenty on the bisque. So I'm going to skip it on this one. I don't want it to be extremely spicy. And I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of saffron. Oh, that smells good. If you don't have the saffron, you can go with, you can go do without. But it's an excellent spice. Every time I see saffron or I cook with saffron, I remember that movie Dune because of the saffron. Now this is nice and fragrant, and as you can see, my garlic has not burned, so I'm gonna stop the cooking process and I'm going to add some Chardonnay. I'm gonna add 1/4, actually, this is 1/4, and another 1/4. And let that alcohol cook for a minute, okay? Okay, so now we're gonna add 1.5 pounds, so sorry, 1.5 cups of shrimp, and of course bite size. And with that, we're also going to add 2 tails of lobster, okay? So we're just gonna, let me put up this one, okay? I'm gonna do half because I have more than that here. Yep, that's shrimp, and that's lobster, there we go. And we're just gonna cook that for a little bit. Okay guys, so we're ready to put it together. Now remember, we did the broth first. After that, we squeezed all the broth out of those vegetables, and then we did our bisque. This is the bisque. So we put some broth with the rest of the bisque. That's step number 2. And then step number 3 was our lobster and shrimp, or shrimp and lobster, that we cook at the end. Now we're gonna put it together. I'm gonna try to be as careful as I can. I don't wanna make a mess, or you want it to look pretty. Just go in the center. Just gonna move it a little bit. Perfect, let me move this out of the way. Okay, so we're gonna put our shrimp and lobster in the center. Try to do it right in the middle. Okay, moved a little bit, that's okay. I'm gonna use my thumb, we're gonna move it right there. So we're gonna use this so we can pile it on top, right? Okay, and with that, I'm going to add a little sauce that I made. Sour cream and sriracha, that's what is in there. You can put as much or as little sriracha as you want. You can like the heat, and then put more. So I'm just gonna put a little blobs here. Just for decoration, but at the same time, this has flavor. And we're just gonna put a little bit of parsley because we want that green color, we want it to pop. One fell on my little thing there. Let me see if I can remove it. Be careful. There we go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. How do you like my shrimp and lobster bisque? It looks fantastic. I mean, I don't think you can do any better than that. My cameraman is smiling because he knows he's gonna have some of this as soon as he turns the camera off. Thank you so much, but you know, I'm gonna try a little bit before he does. Well, I hate because it looks so pretty that just putting a spoon in is gonna, but you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna, It's spicy and sweet. And it's great. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. We will see you next Saturday. Please subscribe, give me thumbs up if you like the content. Let me swallow that. And I will see you next Saturday. Subscribe, give me thumbs up, put that bell so the next time that I have a wonderful recipe like this, you're able to see it. Thank you so much. You have a great day.